Never do anything complicated when something simple will serve as well. It's one of the most important secrets of living. It was a melancholy secret that reality can arouse desires, but never satisfy them. We're no longer young men. We've lost any desire to conquer the world. We are refugees. We are fleeing from ourselves, from our lives. We were 18 years old, and we had just begun to love the world and to love being in it. But we had to shoot at it. The first shell to land went straight for our hearts. We've been cut off from real action, from getting on, from progress. We don't believe in those things anymore. We believe in the war. A man cannot realize that above such shattered bodies, there are still human faces in which life goes its daily round. And this is only one hospital, a single station. There are hundreds of thousands in Germany, hundreds of thousands in France, hundreds of thousands in France, hundreds of thousands in Russia. How senseless is everything that can ever be written, done, or thought when such things are possible? It must be all lies and of no account when the culture of 1,000 years could not prevent this stream of blood being poured out, these torture chambers in their hundreds of thousands. A hospital alone shows what war is. Anything you can settle with money is cheap. Our knowledge of life is limited to death. I want to think, and at the same time, that's the last thing in the world I want to do. They are more to me than life. These voices, they are more than motherliness and more than fear. They are the strongest, most comforting thing there is anywhere. They are the voices of my comrades. At school, nobody ever taught us how to light a cigarette in a storm of rain, nor how a fire could be made with wet wood, nor that it is best to stick a bayonet in the belly because there it doesn't get jammed, as it does in the ribs. The music enchanted the air. It was like the south wind, like a warm night, like swelling sails beneath the stars. Completely and utterly unreal. It made everything spacious and colorful. The dark stream of life seemed pulsing in it. There were no burdens anymore, no limits. There existed only glory and melody and love, so that one simply could not realize that at the same time as this music was. Outside, there ruled poverty and torment and despair. To no man does the earth mean so much as to the soldier, when he presses himself down upon her long and powerfully, when he buries his face and his limbs deep in her from the fear of death by shell fire. Then she is his only friend, his brother, his mother. He stifles his terror and his cries in her security. She shelters him and her security. She shelters him and releases him for 10 seconds to live, to run 10 seconds of life, receives him again and again and often forever. With blinded eyes, I stared at the sky, this gray, endless sky of a crazy God who had made life and death for his amusement. Everyone saves someone at least once, just as he kills someone at least once, even though he may not know it. It's no shame to be born stupid, only to die stupid. It is too dangerous for me to put these things into words. I'm afraid they might then become gigantic, and I'd be no longer able to master them. Come, let me kiss you. Life was never so precious as today. No soldier outlives 1,000 chances, but every soldier believes in chance and trusts his luck. Kropp, on the other hand, is a thinker. He proposes that a declaration of war should be a kind of popular festival with entrants, tickets, and bands, like a bullfight. Then in the arena, the ministers and generals of the two countries, dressed in bathing, drawers and armed with clubs, can have it out on themselves. Whoever survives the country wins. That would be much simpler and more than just this arrangement, where the wrong people do the fighting. What comfort there is in the skin of someone you love. Good or ill, life is life. You only realize that when you have to risk it. It's all rot that they put in the war. News about the good humor of the troops, how they are arranging dances almost before they are out of the front line. We don't act like that because we are in a good humor. We are in a good humor because otherwise we should go to pieces. For a moment, I had a strange intuition that just this, and in a real, profound sense, is life, and perhaps happiness, even love with a mixture of sadness, reverence, and silent knowledge. You take it from me, we are losing the war because we can salute too well.